Savera, and I'm Shefali. In a significant legal development just ahead of Guru Purnima, the Rajasthan High Court today extended the interim medical bail of self-styled godman Asaram Bapu until August 12. This extension offers another reprieve to the 86-year-old who has been behind bars for nearly 12 years following his conviction in the high-profile rape case. This decision comes delivered by a division bench comprising Justices Dinesh Mehta and Vineet Mathur, who were hearing a petition filed by Asaram seeking an extension of the medical bail granted to him earlier this month. The court accepted his request, thereby allowing him to remain outside prison for another month on health grounds. Now, this relief follows closely to the heels of two earlier legal reprieves. On July 1, the Rajasthan High Court has granted an interim bail to Asaram until July 9. Days later, on July 3, the Gujarat High Court also allowed a 30-day extension of his bail. Now, these overlapping orders have now allowed Asaram to remain out of jail through Guru Purnima on July 10, the first time he will be observed the religious occasion outside prison since his incarnation began. Asaram, who is serving a life sentence handed down in 2018 for the rape of a minor girl in 2013, had cited serious health issues as his basis for seeking bail. Now, following the grant of interim bail, he left his ashram in Jodhpur and travelled to his Mutera ashram in Ahmedabad on July 7. Initial reports indicate that his stay there was not temporary, only till July 9. However, with the fresh extension granted on July 9, his stay expected outside prison is now to continue for several more weeks. Now, during the recent hearings, Asaram's legal team argued that delay in proceedings the bail has effectively reduced the actual duration he was allowed to remain out of jail. His counsel further claimed that a medical certificate from the National Legal Services Authority confirming his age and terminal health conditions was still awaited, a point that may factor into the future bail decisions. Meanwhile, the prosecution has raised concern over Asaram's movements and the legitimacy of his medical bail. The opposition counsel argued that his frequent transfers between hospitals were unnecessary and possibly intended to prolong his time outside of prison. It was suggested that top-tier medical institutes like AIIMS, Jodhpur and nearby Ayurvedic hospitals were more than capable of providing adequate treatment, questioning the need for his presence in Ahmedabad. Now, these arguments also surfaced in the Gujarat High Court, where the bench orally observed that the practice of repeated extension in term bail on medical grounds should not become an endless process. The court referred a recent Supreme Court directive warning against the misuse of temporary bail extensions, implying that a more permanent judicial determination may be required soon. Now, despite these concerns, the latest court orders mean the Asaram will be able to observe Guru Purnima, a significant spiritual festival outside of jail, for the first time since his arrest in 2013. The occasion, which falls on July 10 this year, holds deep significance among his followers, many of whom are expected to mark the day on his Ahmedabad ashram. Now, legal experts suggest that while the extension provides temporary relief, the court are likely to scrutinize future requests more closely, especially given the Supreme Court's emphasis on limited indefinite term bail for convicted prisoners. The case remains under close watch both legally and publicly due to its sensitive nature and the prominence of the convicted figure involved. That's all for now on this update. Stay tuned to the Savera. Download the app. Go follow us on various social media platforms.